The FDA banned an ingredient that sat in antibacterial body washes for decades, after concluding companies never proved it was safe or even worked better than plain soap. Congress had to pass a law to get plastic microbeads out of your shower, and the word fragrance on your body wash bottle can legally hide dozens of chemicals the company never has to name. Your skin is your largest organ, and the shower aisle treats it like a marketing surface. I'm counting down 8 body wash brands and products you should be careful with, and 2 cleaner ones. Number 8. Axe Body Wash. Axe built an empire selling scent as a personality, and the formula matches the marketing. These washes are fragrance-first products, engineered so the smell survives on your skin for hours, and that intensity comes from the single most secretive word in cosmetics: fragrance. Under US labeling rules, fragrance is treated as a trade secret, a protection written into law generations ago so perfume houses couldn't copy each other. And it means that one word can legally contain a long list of undisclosed compounds, sometimes dozens, without naming a single one. Dermatologists consistently rank fragrance among the most common triggers of contact allergies and skin irritation, which creates a strange situation. The ingredient most likely to bother your skin is the one ingredient the label is allowed to keep secret. Add strong detergents and colorants, and you have a product optimized for the sniff test at the store, not for the skin wearing it all day. If your skin runs dry, itchy, or breakout prone, and you're showering in a cloud of body spray disguised as soap, the first suspect is in your hand every morning. And there's a wider context worth knowing. In recent years, independent lab testing of personal care aerosols found benzene contamination in products from major brands, triggering a wave of recalls across sprays and dry shampoos. Body washes weren't the center of that storm, but the storm proved the point. This industry's quality control finds problems after independent labs do, not before. To be fair to Axe, it's merely the loudest member of a very large club. The next brand turned that club into a lifestyle store. Number 7. Bath & Body Works Shower Gels. Walk into any Bath & Body Works and breathe. That wall of Japanese cherry blossom and warm vanilla sugar is the product, and the shower gels deliver it with saturated dyes and heavy fragrance loads in formulas aimed hard at teenagers, the age group most loyal to scent and least likely to read an ingredient panel. The gels are essentially the same detergent base as budget washes, dressed in perfume and color, sold at boutique prices during the famous semi-annual sales that make 3-for-1 feel like winning. Nothing here is illegal or uniquely dangerous. It's the priorities that deserve your attention, and the pricing. Per ounce, boutique scented detergent regularly costs multiples of the pharmacy wash with the same base formula, meaning the markup bought perfume and a candle store atmosphere, not a better product. When a wash's entire development budget went into how it smells and what shade of pink it is, your skin barrier wasn't in the meeting. Sensitive skin plus daily perfume bathing is a slow-motion argument your skin eventually wins, usually with irritation. Quick pause, hit like and subscribe, because we read the labels the marketing hopes you won't, every single week. All set? The next offender is the one your grandfather trusted. Number 6. Irish Spring and Old School Deodorant Soaps. That legendary green bar and its shower gel descendants sell freshness as a feeling. The tingle, the squeak, the smell that announces you across a room. Here's what the tingle actually is. Traditional soaps and harsh washes run alkaline, well above your skin's naturally acidic pH, and every wash at that pH strips the acid mantle, the thin protective film your skin spends hours rebuilding. The squeaky clean feeling people love is the sound of your barrier being removed. Strip it daily, and skin compensates. Dryness, tightness, itching in winter, sometimes rebound oiliness. Deodorant soap made sense for coal miners. For an office worker showering daily, it's using a pressure washer on a car that isn't dirty. The fresh feeling lasts minutes. The stripped barrier lasts all day, and a compromised barrier is the open door behind half of the dryness, sensitivity, and eczema flares people then buy more products to fix. That's the quiet genius of the harsh wash business. The problem it creates keeps you shopping 2 aisles over for the cure. And the next entry proves the budget shelf has its own quiet problem. Number 5. Suave, Equate, and Bottom Shelf Budget Washes. The cheapest washes share a formula skeleton: water, sodium lauryl sulfate, fragrance, dye, preservatives. Sodium lauryl sulfate itself is a legal, common detergent, But here's the detail the label will never show you. The manufacturing process that makes it milder, called ethoxylation, can leave behind trace amounts of 1,004-dioxane, a contaminant the FDA acknowledges can occur in these products, and which health agencies classify as a probable human carcinogen at sufficient exposure. Because it's a contaminant rather than an ingredient, it never has to appear on the bottle, and levels vary by how carefully each batch was purified. Careful manufacturers vacuum strip it out, an extra processing step that costs money and shows up nowhere on the packaging, which is exactly the problem. You cannot pay for purification you cannot see. Careful manufacturing is a promise the bottom shelf never made. Trace exposure from one shower is tiny, and this channel won't tell you your body wash is poison. But you deserve to know that the cheapest bottles carry an invisible quality question that the price already answered. The next entry involves the smallest skin in your house. Number 4. Character bubble baths and kids washes. The kids bath aisle is a cartoon carnival. Superhero washes, glitter gels, bubble baths in colors nature never made, and it's aimed at the thinnest, most absorbent skin in your home. Children's skin is more permeable than adult skin, yet many kids' products carry the same dyes and fragrance loads as adult washes, plus bubbles engineered to last, which means detergents engineered to linger. Pediatric dermatologists have long pointed at bubble bath as a classic trigger for irritation and urinary discomfort in small children, and some bubble bath products in the US actually carry a small print caution about prolonged use for exactly that reason. A warning printed smaller than the cartoon is tall. Tear-free on a label refers to eye sting, not to overall gentleness. There's also history here worth remembering. The biggest name in baby care spent years under public pressure over formaldehyde-releasing preservatives in its baby products before reformulating. The lesson survived the reformulation. Baby branding is not a safety standard. A cartoon on the bottle tells you who the marketing targets, and it isn't the parent reading ingredients. The next entry is that same preservative story, still on shelves for adults. Number 3. Washes preserved with formaldehyde releasers. Check your bottle for DMDM hydantoin, quaternium-15, imidazoleadynyl urea, or diazoleadynyl urea. These preservatives work by slowly releasing tiny amounts of formaldehyde into the product to keep microbes out. And formaldehyde is a known human carcinogen at meaningful exposures and a well-documented contact allergen even at small ones. The industry position is that the released amounts are minuscule and legal, which is true. It's also true that class action lawsuits have targeted major hair care lines over these exact ingredients and alleged scalp reactions, that patch test data keeps formaldehyde releasers high on allergy lists, and that plenty of modern formulas preserve products perfectly well without them. When a safer alternative exists and costs pennies, choosing the formaldehyde route is a statement about priorities. Your shower shouldn't involve the word formaldehyde at any dose. This one is purely a label check, 10 seconds, 4 ingredient names, done. And it's the highest value 10 seconds in this entire video, because unlike fragrance secrets and contamination questions, these ingredients are printed right there, in full, waiting for anyone who looks. The next entry got so bad the government stepped in. Number 2. Antibacterial body washes. For decades, antibacterial washes sold protection, germ kill percentages, doctor coat imagery, and the quiet implication that regular soap was leaving your family at risk. Then in 2016, the FDA banned triclosan and 18 other antibacterial agents from consumer wash products, ruling that manufacturers had failed to show they were safe for long-term daily use or any more effective than plain soap and water. Read that ruling again, because it's the thesis of this whole channel. The claim sold for decades. The proof never existed. Concerns around triclosan included hormone effects in animal studies and its role in breeding antibiotic resistance. The brands reformulated overnight, swapped in replacement antibacterial agents the ban didn't cover, kept the word antibacterial where legal loopholes allowed, and never mailed anyone an apology. And this was the same era regulators finally dealt with microbeads, the tiny plastic scrubbing spheres that washed from shower drains into rivers and fish by the billions, until Congress banned them from rinse-off cosmetics. 2 of the shower aisle's proudest innovations, both gone by government order. That's the track record you're trusting when the front of the bottle makes its next big promise. Today's fresh and clean marketing is the same reflex wearing new words. Your skin hosts a microbiome that protects you, and carpet bombing it daily was never the favor it claimed to be. Which brings us to the most modern trick of all. Number 1. Green-washed natural washes. The fastest growing shelf in the shower aisle is the one in sage green bottles with botanical drawings and words like natural, clean, pure, and detox. Here's the uncomfortable fact. In the US, none of those words has a binding legal definition for cosmetics. Any formula, including ones nearly identical to the budget washes 3 shelves down, can wear them. Meanwhile, natural itself is not a safety guarantee. Essential oils are among the more common contact allergens dermatologists see, and poison ivy is perfectly natural. The green shelf often charges triple for a story, and sometimes the story is even true. There are genuinely excellent clean brands, but the front of the bottle cannot tell you which kind you're holding, because honest brands and greenwashers are legally allowed to use identical words. Only the ingredient list can, and the entire greenwashing business model is a bet that the leafy artwork will stop you from flipping the bottle. It's the same bet every brand in this video made. Don't lose it. So what actually earns a place in your shower? 2 cleaner picks. First, Vanicream Gentle Body Wash. This is the bottle dermatologists hand to patients whose skin has been wrecked by everything else. Vanicream's entire brand is what it leaves out. No fragrance, no dyes, no parabens, no formaldehyde releasers, no common irritants. In a gentle formula developed with sensitive skin and conditions like eczema in mind. And it carries the National Eczema Association's seal, a third-party standard most of the pretty bottles in this aisle couldn't pass. The bottle is boring and white. It smells like nothing. And that's the point. This is what a wash looks like when every decision was made for skin instead of shelf appeal. It's affordable, sold in normal drugstores, and it's the single easiest upgrade in this entire video. Second, Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Soap, the transparency champion. Dr. Bronner's liquid Castile soap is made from named organic plant oils, lists every ingredient in plain language, and is certified organic and fair trade, from a company that publishes more about its supply chain than most of this industry combined. One honest note, because we're honest here, Castile soap is real soap, so it runs alkaline like the old school bars we criticized earlier, and it's concentrated enough that dry-skinned people should dilute it well and follow with moisturizer. If your skin is very sensitive, Vanicream is your bottle, and this one isn't, and a channel that pretended one product suits every human would be running the same con as the labels. What you're buying is the opposite of a mystery, a strong, simple, fully disclosed product from a company with nothing to hide. In an aisle built on secrecy, that's worth the counter space. There it is, 8 bottles that deserve a second look, and 2 that survive one. Notice what this list never needed: a single exotic ingredient scare or a conspiracy. Everything here is public record: an FDA ban, a congressional act, a trade secret loophole, a contaminant the agency itself acknowledges. The shower aisle's problems aren't hidden. They're just printed in places nobody was taught to read. Your 10-second shower test, 3 checks. 1. Flip the bottle and count the mysteries. Fragrance with no details. Dyes named by numbers. Any formaldehyde releaser from the list. Each one is a decision the company made without you. 2. Ignore every claim on the front. Natural, antibacterial, dermatologist tested. Because the FDA's triclosan ban proved the front can sell an unproven story for decades. 3. When in doubt, choose the boring bottle. Because in this aisle, boring is what honest looks like. Share this with the person in your house whose shower shelf looks like a perfume counter. Their skin has been trying to tell them something for years. And if this opened your eyes, the mouthwash and sunscreen on your bathroom counter are next. Because the label games don't stop at the shower door. That's the next video. Don't miss it.